Hello everyone, you're welcome on the African Spiritual Connections TV. Please, if you have joined me either on Facebook or YouTube, help me share. My name is PaulVin. Let me give ourselves 60 minutes to gather a bit of crowd. All right, everyone, you are welcome again to African Spiritual Connections TV. My name is PaulVin, and today's topic is Class of Human Souls, Part 3. And we are talking about the hairstyle, the wealth or economy, and the destiny work of highborns. Highborns. If you have followed this series from the beginning, you will understand what I mean by a highborn. If you are now joining me, this is the part 3 of this whole series. In order for you to understand what we are talking about, you have to go back and watch the previous episodes that I did. I've already done 2 episodes. Right? We're talking about highborns and lowborns, classes of human souls. Now, today, I'm going to teach you about, not teach, I hate to use that word. Alright, sorry for that. So quickly, let me go into the hairstyle of highborns. Now today there is something trending in America that I've always spoken against it. There is something trending in the Americas where all the black souls, the black people in America are kind of following the trend to walk towards. Good morning, PaulVin. All right, so Green Soap said, good morning, PaulVin. All right, good morning, Green Soap. Whoever you are, good morning. It's already afternoon in my country, though. Okay, so there's something happening in America where everyone is joining the bandwagon to do dreadlocks. Right? Today we are going to look at it and see if dreadlock is actually the hairstyle of black people or not. Okay, now before I'll talk about the hairstyle of the highborns, let me chip in that we have different types of highborns. We have those highborns that are born particularly to be kings and queens or royals. Those are there, right? And we have those who are born to serve the shrines. And we have those who are born not to have a shrine, but just to have the eye to be able to communicate with spirits. Right? Okay. So now those who are born to be royals, kings, they are not supposed to have dreadlocks. Even though they may have the spiritual eye to see, they are not supposed to have dreadlocks. That's why around Africa, you will never see an African king wearing dreadlocks. If you see it anywhere, then that king does not really know the culture of black people. Right? Now, the highborns who are born to serve the shrines, those are the ones who are supposed to have dreadlocks. Even with that, until you are ready to embrace your destiny, you don't go for it. Because that is the symbol that tells the energies that you are ready. So the moment you go for a dreadlock as a highborn, quickly the energies start coming. The energies start flowing around you, positive and negative. So if you haven't tuned your life to the path through which only negative aspect of your energy will be activated, then all those negative, positive energies will be around you, and you'll be attracting so many stuff that will overwhelm you. And in the end, what's supposed to be a blessing may end up being a curse for you. So be careful as a highborn when you are going in for dreadlocks, and make sure that you are ready to allow yourself, avail yourself to be used by the energies. All right, let me shift my camera a bit. To be used by the energies before you go for dreadlocks. And I've made mention that if you are a royal, then dreadlock is not for you at all. Also know that the moment you begin to wear dreadlocks as a highborn, even if you don't have dreadlocks, you are not supposed to see dead bodies as a highborn. So if you have the eye to see and you were born with it, then you know that you are part of the highborns. And if you are able to communicate with energies, spirits, then it means that you are part of the highborns. Then know that one of your rules for life is that you are not supposed to look at dead bodies. So test yourself with this. If you want to find out if you are a highborn without communicating with energies or without consulting spirits, there is one major aspect of your life that can help you find out if you are a highborn or not. Go to a funeral and look at the dead body down there. The moment you look at the dead body, right, this is what will happen to you afterwards. You start experiencing chronic headache, and you will be shivering in the night. Serious cold on your body. You feel like you've been put in the fridge. The energies will descend around you, and in their attempt to cleanse you, they give you that kind of headache, because every time they are around you, they kind of interact with your chakra. They interact with your chakra, and then anytime that your chakra is being worked on, it gives you headache, severe one. Talk to those who have undergone a Kundalini awakening, and they will make you understand what we are talking about. Those who have undergone Kundalini awakening will make you understand what we're talking about. The serious pain you have to feel in your body. That's how you feel like when, as a highborn, you go to see dead bodies, or you go to see a dead body. All right. So before I go on, let me stop here and say, I'm still receiving donations towards my shrine project. Those of you who have the goodwill and the zeal to help me with this project, kindly donate through any of the account numbers you see on the screen. All this knowledge that I'm sharing with you are knowledge that's given to me by the energies when they visit me. And then what they want to come and have a permanent stay, so that I'll be able to use them to help humanity. I actually want to bring back, okay, so just Kendra, good morning. Makes a lot of sense. All right, thank you, Kendra, thank you. So I actually want to avail myself for these energies to be able to use me to help black people. Those are my target, black people. In fact, I want as many as possible Africans in the diaspora to come back home to the land of Africa, because this is where life will make sense to them. There are a lot of them out there that are highborns, and they are going through a lot of stress. Some are committing suicide because the energies around them are overwhelming them. After my shrine is established, I will try my best to get some of them back home, and I'll do everything possible to help them activate themselves and put them on the right path. But I need to work on myself first, and one of the targets I need to reach is to be able to establish this shrine and get going. Right? Now let me continue. Let me talk about the wealth. Let me end with the wealth. So let me talk about the work of a highborn. The work of a highborn. Now, if you are a highborn, after you have tested yourself with this particular thing that I've given you, that go and look at a corpse and experience the headache You wouldn't want to try it though. But if you want to test it, go ahead and test it, and you come and give me testimony here. Now, after you have confirmed that you are part of the highborns or the high souls, know that as a high soul, you are not supposed to work for anybody in this world. If you try it, life will start messing up for you. Why is it like that? I will explain to you to make you understand. As a highborn, you are not supposed to work for anybody. You are not supposed to work under anybody. Else, life will be difficult for you, no matter how good your job is. This is the explanation. If you are a highborn, you are born leader. You are a born leader. Leaders are born, they are not made. If you are a made leader, you're supposed to go into business. You're not supposed to come into politics. That's why Africa is failing. Leaders are born, they are not made. Because the made leaders are not having the support of the energies to lead humanity. Let me just brush that one off. Now, as a born leader, as a high soul, you are born to lead. And the energies around you are so many that some of them are so high in the realms, yet they are below you. They are here to serve you. And they cannot watch you submit and surrender your being, your royalty, your priesthood, your spiritual realm rank to be under someone else. It's a kind of disrespect to the energies around you. When they see you taking instructions, you their boss, even them who are gods are being worshipped by so many, and you their boss, you are surrendering yourself to take instructions from your fellow, who is supposed to be, even most of the time, an ordinary born. They will never ever allow it. Therefore, what they will do is that they will be causing commotion between you and your boss. They will be causing a lot of commotion between you and your boss. And it won't be good. Even sometimes they can go to the extent that they will collapse the business you are into. Or whoever you are working for, they will collapse the person's business. They just want you out. Go and work for your own self. So, as a born leader, you're supposed to be self-employed. Self-employed. I mean, as a born high soul, you're supposed to be self-employed. And this is supposed to be the nature of your work. The nature of your work is supposed to be 10 fingers. Something that will be practical. Something that you will use your 10 fingers to do. So I'm talking about handiwork, craftsmanship. Something like carpentry, masonry. Like anything that you use your two hands to do. But each individual has a particular destiny work. Right? So what I'm talking about is the generality of it. Is that it's supposed to be a handiwork. And it's supposed to be a work that you have people come under you as apprentices. So that you are elevated as a boss and they learn under you. Just like a king sits and people sit at the feet of the king and learn from the king. That should be the nature of your work as a highborn. So before you know the exact work you're supposed to do divination and check and know the job you brought. And the bonus of it is that every highborn, if only you are not a king or a queen, you are not the royal aspect of the rulership, you're supposed to be a spiritual person. When I say spiritual person, I mean a spiritualist. Someone who can lead ritual. Someone who is able to communicate with spirit on behalf of the ordinary humans. So that's supposed to be the nature of the work of a highborn. Now let's talk about the economy of highborns. Even though work is part of the economy, but I'm talking about wealth. Now, if you are a highborn, there are spirits that follow you everywhere you go, carrying a lot of minerals. When I say minerals, I mean gold, silver, because that's the currency of the spiritual people, the spiritual world. The spiritual people or the gods don't understand the currency of the universe currently, where we use paper money. They don't understand it. So most of the time, anytime that anybody comes to me to do divination or to do work that will involve thanksgiving and they want to tell the gods how much they want to bring to them. Anytime they mention an amount, they will ask me, how much is that in calories? How much is that in gold? That's the language they understand, the economy they understand. They say we are stupid to be using paper as money. They don't understand that one. Right? So there are energies that follow you as a highborn. Everywhere you go, they carry minerals around you. Right? Now, if you haven't discovered yourself yet as a highborn, and I see you, and I have the eye to see what is following you, because you haven't activated yourself, your energies may be weak. I'm able to put my hand in whatever you carry, and I take whatever I want. So sometimes, as a highborn, before you are activated, much of the wealth that your energies carry after you will be gone. Yes, someone came to me for consultation once, and what came out of it was that the wealth that the person brought as a highborn, his own household riches, have already begun spending it. A serious issue that I'm talking to you about. You may be joking with it. So that's how come people go to prophets. They go to shrine priests, and the priest is able to tell them that you are supposed to be a rich man. How did they know? I'm telling you this how they know. They see the energies following you with a lot of minerals, gold, silver, calories in a sack or in a bag following you, because you are their Lord, and they are here to serve you with the wealth that you have in the spiritual world. And how do you get this wealth? The money that they carry around you. As they expect you to be your own boss, right? If you go and work under someone, it means that money they carry behind you will be going to your boss, for your boss to be paying you out of that money. That's why, as a highborn, you are not expected to work for anybody. So go and start something simple, something little for yourself, and the energies behind you will pass your money through whatever you start, the business that you will start yourself. The energies behind you will pass the wealth that they carry behind you through the work you are doing, and you'll be getting a lot of customers. You don't need to put a lot of effort before you get money. Yes, that's if you are doing the right things as a highborn. That's if you are doing the right things as a highborn. But if you are not doing the right thing as a highborn, you can be the poorest of the world, even though you are the richest in spirit. You can be the poorest of the world, even though you are the richest in spirit. That's the destiny of Africa. The richest in spirit, but the poorest of the world. So you understand the poverty of Africa now. Because Africa is not doing the right things. Africa is supposed to be the most spiritual of the continent, but right now it is the most religious. Right? So that is the economy or the wealth of highborns. Right? Now, as a highborn, if you want to protect the wealth that the energies carry to follow you everywhere you go, there's a ritual that you can do with the household chicken egg. You see, we have the household chicken, and we have the poultry one. The poultry ones are the dumb chickens, the ones that they don't even notice it when you are coming to catch them. And the household ones are the ones that they are very smart. There's a ritual that you are able to do it with that egg, and then you are able to secure your spiritual wealth until you are ready to accumulate in the physical life. Right? Now, someone asked me a question in the first part 1 of this video, that if I say democracy is evil for Africans, then what is the alternative from the spiritual point of view? From the spiritual and physical point of view, I won't even say alternative. The original of African people, as opposed to democracy, is monarchy. Absolute monarchy, yes. But in our current state of life in Africa, that absolute monarchy will not work until the energies protecting our purse and our society, the energies policing our world are activated. Why am I saying this? Africa is not supposed to have the police. maintaining law and order. That's not the job of humans in Africa. Policing is not supposed to be the job of humans. Our ancestors, the ancient kings of Africa never had the police. They only had palace guards who will come and pick you up if you are summoned at the chief palace. But what we had is that we had the energies activated in our societies, whereby if you go and steal, the energies will come after you spiritually. If you go and murder someone, the energies will come after you spiritually. If you do anything wrong, anything that goes against the norms of society, if you sleep with someone outside in the bush, the energies will come after you spiritually. Now, these energies do not take bribe. Yes, I'll share with you an experience. These energies do not take bribe. All they want to do is they want to make sure they do their work. Therefore, in their absence, humans can be so corrupt. So if Africa want to get to work, we should scrap the democracy and install monarchy. And we should only do that after we have activated the energies, the gods of the land. And the monarch will swear by these gods and entities to be of good behavior. And they dare not go astray because the energies will hand them. Black people are so bold and brave that they fear no police. The only thing they fear is a threat to their livelihood and a threat to their survivability. And they know that the gods take no bribe. But with the human police, yes, the jail is there, but they know that they can bribe their way around stuff and they will still be okay. But with the gods, even if you, the priest of the shrine, you mess up, it will just give you time. You go down surely. Alright? So that's the original democracy of Africans is monarchy. Now let me explain to you why the monarchy of African tradition is the original democracy. Or maybe I should even make this topic a different topic on its own another day. Yes, I think I'll make, because it's a general topic on its own. I'll come live again and I'll talk about the original democracy of African people. So stay tuned. My name is PaulVin. Today I came to your way to talk to you about highborns. This particular series about highborns end with this particular episode. Right? When next I come, it will either be about the original democracy of African people, or it will be about African spirituality in the Bible. Just stay tuned. Whichever way the gods touch me, I'll come live again with a message. Please, don't forget, you share. And I'm also reminding you that as a spirituality enthusiast, you need to always cleanse yourself. And you need the spiritual soap that's designed to activate your gifts. Now, this is the Tumi Samena. Tumi Samena. Samena is soap. Tumi is power. So Tumi Samena, power soap, that the energies guided me to prepare for myself and for other spirituality enthusiasts. It helps to protect you and guard you against negative witchcraft and negative spiritual attacks. Also, it cleanses you so much that it makes you holy enough to be able to interact with enemies and avoid getting overwhelmed by them. Right? It also helps you to get your chakras activated over time. If you are highborn, this soap can get you activated. Right? And when you buy it, I take your full name and I send energies to come and help you out and help to achieve the purpose for which you bought the soap. So don't forget to give me your name when you order for it. Now let me also remind you about the wrist bead, the Papasa protective wrist bead. Right? I didn't make this bead myself. It was made by my grandmaster, but my energies have approved of it, and I can put my reputation on the line for it, because I know it works. Myself, I've tried it, and anytime that the energies come around me, you see the fire energies, anytime they come around me, their job is to fight. So when they come, they want to be violent with you a bit, in a playful way though, but they will always tell me to remove this from my hand before they fight with me. So just imagine, they always tell me to remove this from my hand before they fight with me. So even this alone should tell you that the wrist bead works. If I don't remove it, they have to go prepare themselves and come back to attack me. You see, so think of it as you having a play with your dogs. Sometimes they can be violent even though they are playing with you. Excuse me my language though, because my energies cannot be my dogs. They are here listening. I bow in obeisance and I plead that you forgive me. Anyway, so if you want to buy any of the items I just showed you, the papasa bead or the soap, just take my number there and then contact me. Thank you so much for always making time to watch my videos, and I thank those of you who have been supporting me. Now YouTube is no more monetizing my videos. They said I went against their policy. I don't know how I did it, but see, it looks like some of us are a target. There's another friend of mine that's also into spirituality that has had his account partnership, his YouTube partnership policy revoked. So I really need a lot of help. Anyway, so those of you who would like to help out, if you've got anything you want to contribute towards my Shrine project or for my personal well-being, I'll appreciate a lot. Just take any of my account numbers on the screen, whether by bank, by MTN Mobile Money, or by Vodafone. Right? The app that you may want to use to send me money is SendWave, TapTapSend, Remitly, or World Remit apps. Thank you. I think I'll swipe out this way, here and now. Bye bye.